Hello YouTube! This is an alcohol review of Wild Turkey American Honey Sting. According to the label, a tempting combination of liqueur blended with pure honey, bourbon whiskey, and ghost pepper. 750ml bottle, 35.5 alcohol by volume, 71 proof, and the rear label doesn't say much more than what the front label has to say. After a quick pour, this is what you get. Now the interesting thing is, well, production-wise, is that what I can see on the camera is a bit darker than what I can see on this side of the camera. This side of the camera, it is a hue or two darker than yellow, where it looks almost like a light caramel on camera. So I'm not quite sure how that all fits into things, but on this side it is a dark yellow. It tears up in about an average amount of time, and when it starts tearing, it seems to tear fairly evenly. The nose is interesting. You initially get a hint of bourbon. Then you start getting a lot of the honey. Now, Wild Turkey's American Honey, this is a Sting, it is heavy on the honey side. And a lot of flavored bourbons who use honey tend to overdo the honey part of it. This is of no exception. The part that gets you is that there's actually as the label says, a sting. There's a sting in the sinuses. And clearly, that is the ghost pepper. But what is a bit deceptive is, if you've ever had the flavored bourbons that are of cinnamon, it implies, it hints in that direction, that it has that cinnamon red hot comes into it. But this is a lot sharper than that on the nose and on the palate. So yes, like I said, the initial flavor is just a hint of the bourbon. You start getting a little bit, you get a lot of the honey, but the part that is just that kind of sneaks up on you out of nowhere is this bite, and it's the ghost pepper. Now, what leads up to this bite is it's like a cinnamon, a red hot cinnamon, but it goes well past what that gives you on the flavor. It almost becomes a bit of a dominant, because first of all, like I said, you get a hint of the bourbon, then of the other honeys you get this heavy honey overlay over it, and that's the end of it. But that honey overlay is literally shoved off to the side for this bite, this sting of the ghost pepper. And what you're left with on the back of the palate is a rapid fading of the honey, no flavor of the bourbon, and this lingering sharpness that starts to roll up the inside of the cheeks and on the edges of the tongue, which just starts biting in. And you can feel the heat starting to go down the throat. So as flavored bourbons go, it is interesting, to say the least. Most flavored bourbons, like I said, are a bit too heavy on the flavor, not enough of the bourbon, but it remains on an even keel roughly all the way through till finally the hang time is over. With this, when the hang time has really concluded, you still have this residual burn, almost like a chemical burn, on your tongue and on parts of the mouth itself. It's fascinating all the way around. Now, I've tried this on ice, and it doesn't really help it that much. I've had other friends try this, and they literally just soak it down. Either a lot of water or more likely just a lot of ice. Trying to help temper it down. But that ghost pepper, it comes through and through. This is a fantastic American Honey Sting. This is a fantastic novelty drink. You want to try something different, just a one-shot deal, or just like I said, something different. This is a great way to go. Like I said, the flavored bourbons are nice, but this with that ghost pepper really pushes over the top, making it memorable. When I first had some, because this is after a couple friends and I opened her up. When my first initial sip, I did not like it at all. It was too much of a burn, and I've had a variety of bourbons that are cinnamon red hot flavored. So this is over the top of that. Keep that in mind. And like I said, this is a great novelty. Try it once, see if you like it. Of course, keep it on the shelf as something different. Along the lines of a party favor or a conversation starter. Oh, you think you've tried this? Here, try this stuff. And it should really make people's heads turn, because it's unusual to have that burn in it. Now, if you're into cocktails, some fascinating cocktails out there like a prairie fire shot or a fireball shot, put this in it instead of the cinnamon schnapps or some other kind of cinnamon flavored liqueur that you put in that kind of cocktail. And this ought to light it up a little bit more. Give it a try. Like I said, it should make for a great novelty, a great head turner. See what you think. Any comments down below about American Honey Sting? Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, make a review online on the YouTube community so the rest of us know your thoughts about American Honey Sting. So we get your thoughts on this particular product. Like I said, for the third time, as I beat this horse into the ground, it's a great novelty flavored bourbon. And that's about it. Until next time, keep on drinking.